guys, it's Miranda from My Sister's Bookshelf. I hope everybody is having a great day. Today I'm going to do a review of Zeitoun by Dave Eggers. If you saw some of the other videos I posted a couple of weeks ago, you know that I read this for a book club last month. I really enjoyed it. This is a nonfiction book. It is about a man whose last name is Zeitoun, who's from Sarabia, but he lives in New Orleans, and it is about how his family was affected by Hurricane Katrina. Zeitoun, him and his family own all these properties, and they're like rental properties. And so when Hurricane Katrina is coming, his wife decides to take the kids and to go up to stay with family, but he decides to stay behind and look after the rental properties. And any other time that there's been a hurricane, he's always stayed, and there's never been a problem. Well, we obviously know with Hurricane Katrina there was big problems down there. There was the hurricane passed through, but then the levee broke and there was flooding. So it's about him going through this ordeal. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but this book is very, very good. I mean, obviously he had physical struggle because he's dealing with the flooding and going around to his different properties and taking care of them. But then there's also, you find out this in the synopsis, so this isn't a spoiler, but after he's been going around taking care of properties, taking care of animals and helping elderly people, these soldiers come in and arrest him and his friends, and they don't even tell him what's going on. So that's like another aspect of the story. So not only is their family going through this Hurricane Katrina ordeal, but then now they have this other aspect where Zeitoun, gets imprisoned. And I mean, it's an incredible story about injustice, about surviving after something like that. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Now, if you're like me, since it's a nonfiction, I looked up what happened to the family afterwards, and I don't suggest doing that until after you finish the book, just so you know. But another cool thing about this book is it has pictures in it, which is really cool. So you kind of get more into who Zeitoun was, or who Zeitoun is, and what his family went through. It's kind of cool to realize that these are all real people, and this is a real story. Dave Eggers wrote it, and it is told like a narration, but it's a true story. This is what really happened to this family, and it is a beautiful story about coming together as a family, and about family ties and friendship. I think it's a beautiful story about friendship, about especially from the wife's perspective, her friendship with or her friends helping to take care of her. And I mean, it's just a beautiful book, and I definitely suggest picking it up for sure. This was my first book that I read by Dave Eggers, but I have heard that he does do very well with narrating true stories and writing about injustices and things like that. So I have a couple other that I just put on my Goodreads as to be read, because they definitely look just as interesting, and they got as many stars as this one did on Goodreads. So, I mean, I definitely would pick it up for sure. I think that it's definitely worth the read. I did listen to the audiobook, and the audiobook was fantastic. In the beginning, at first, I was kind of worried because of the way that the narrator portrayed it, but in the end I really enjoyed it. I felt like he did a great job at it. So it's definitely something that I would pick up. So I gave Zeitoun 5 out of 5 stars because it was moving, it was gripping the whole way through, it was powerful, and it was such a beautiful story. And I think Dave Eggers did a wonderful job at portraying what the family went through at this time. So if you're interested in nonfiction, or even if you're not, I think that this could be read as somebody that, that just likes a good story. I think it's great. But I think that knowing what we know about Hurricane Katrina, it's definitely a powerful impact, because we already know so much about what happened, but this is getting a more first person's perspective of what happened during that time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that everyone goes out and picks up Zeitoun. I think this was written in like 2011, so it's been out for a little while, but if you haven't read it yet, I definitely suggest reading it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.